And they're at the post. Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, Champagne Ivy was away quickly. Tracy Flick has speed. At their inside, Charges Dropped is on the go. These three race on. From the far outside, Forever Boss is an early fourth while trying to work over. Then Piccadilly Line, A Thing of Beauty is between horses. On heels sharply, there is Perhaps Tonight tugging hard on Paco. Down at the rail goes Causeway Princess, and 3 wide goes Baffle 'em. Then it's a length and a half back to Mia at Midnight. The gray is third last. Second last, the Flying Pharaoh, and the early trailer is Solo Uno. And the run around the first turn, Tracy Flick gets clear to lead a length and a quarter. Champagne Ivy is second. Charges Dropped is now third. Forever Boss moving up on the outside. And from between horses, it's A Thing of Beauty. At the rail goes Piccadilly Line, racing a length and a half in front of Baffle 'em. Then it's Perhaps Tonight, who's racing down toward the rail for Paco Lopez. On her outside goes Mia at Midnight, followed by Causeway Princess. And the Flying Pharaoh, still at the back, is Solo Uno. The opening half mile complete in 48-3 as there's inside half a mile left to race. Tracy Flick leads 3 parts of a length. Zayas giving Champagne Ivy more rain to work with. She's now second. At the rail, Charges Dropped is third. Luis Zayas and Forever Boss in range while fourth. Back to fifth goes A Thing of Beauty. Next at the rail is Perhaps Tonight, 3 wide and Baffle 'em. Trying to run home from the back, Piccadilly Line and Mia at Midnight. After 3 quarters in 1:12-4, Tracy Flick still the target. Champagne Ivy is second. Forever Boss 3 wide. Moving in from the back, it's Mia at Midnight, less than a quarter of a mile to come. Tracy Flick very green there. She just brushed the inside fence. That gives momentum to Forever Boss and Champagne Ivy. Tracy Flick finds her feet again and battles back. Tracy Flick is still in front. Tracy Flick, Champagne Ivy, Forever Boss on the outside. 3 chances, Tracy Flick. Tracy Flick gets the job done over a game Forever Boss. Then it was Champagne Ivy in 1:42-4.
And they're off. There goes Tiz Splendid News. Right out running for the early lead. Quickly clears the inside horses. Goes to the front. Starts to angle down toward the rail. Tiz Splendid News to the front immediately for Joel Rosario into the first turn. Opening up by a couple of lengths. Forever Boss now starts to cut into the margin and moves up with a ground-saving trip against the rail from that inside starting spot within a length of the lead. Second there by a half length. And then Il Malocchio third up on the outside. Gap of 2 more back to Ms. Wicked against the rail. Content to trail here early. 24.23 seconds the time for the opening quarter. Tiz Splendid News is the leader. Tiz Splendid News on top by a length and a half. Forever Boss is second a half length for the journey up the next stretch. Il Malocchio is third up on the outside. Then a break of 3 more lengths back to Ms. Wicked, who is the trailer midpoint of the back stretch. That first half mile went in 48.13 seconds. So it is Tiz Splendid News who continues to show the way, leads at a length. Forever Boss is in a tussle for second now with Il Malocchio, who moves forward a closer third up on the outside into the far turn. And then a break of 4 more lengths. Ms. Wicked is last. Tiz Splendid News is the leader. Forever Boss hoping for some running room down toward the rail. Hasn't found it yet. Il Malocchio keeps that one pinned down from the outside because still they're contesting that second position. And that pair, a length and a half off the lead to the top of the stretch of Tiz Splendid News. Ms. Wicked is still far back and forth. There's a quarter mile to come. Now Forever Boss has that opening. Forever Boss scoots up against the rail and takes the lead off far turn. Il Malocchio runs on from the outside. Tiz Splendid News in between that pair. Forever Boss into the final furlong. Has a 3-length lead, though. And then Il Malocchio still going at it with Tiz Splendid News for second. Forever Boss, who's past the 16th pole, leads it by 3.5 lengths. Forever Boss, 2 wins today for Brian Hernandez Jr. Il Malocchio was across the line in second, Tiz Splendid News third, and Ms. Wicked was fourth.
The Kenny McPeak runners surrounded Tiz Splendid News, who did make the lead, but she just simply did not want to go the 9 furlongs as they turn for home with a quarter of a mile left, and she starts to back up, and it's the inside filly, the one Forever Boss, who's able to kick on.
And she had a perfect trip. Brian Hernandez Jr. saving ground throughout the entire way, waited for that path to open up as Joel Rosario came out probably in the 2 or 3 path, plenty of room to sneak up the rail, but she was much the best in the end, making her dirt debut a winning one. Congratulations to trainer Kenny McPeak, who rounds out the exacta, and your 1 to 5 favorite, the 9 Tiz Splendid News, finishing third. Bet those payouts in the pick 4, pick 5 are going to be pretty nice in the next.